So, dear students, yesterday we have studied some basics of chemistry. So, today we will study chemical reactions. So, being chemists, we should know what is a chemical reaction. The reaction, the interaction between substances to give a new substance of entirely different property is called chemical reaction. The interaction between two or more substances to give a new substance of entirely different properties is called a chemical reaction. Example, when hydrogen reacts with oxygen, we will get water. Hydrogen reacts with oxygen to give water. So here the substance which take part in the chemical reaction are called reactants. So these are called reactants, and the substance which is formed during the reaction is called the product. So the interaction between substances to give entirely a new substance is called chemical reaction. Here the substances which take part in the chemical reaction are called reactants. The substance which is formed during the chemical reaction is called the product. So here the arrow indicates the direction of the reaction. So direction of the reaction is indicated by the arrow. So then what is chemical equation? Chemical equation. So the symbolic representation of the chemical reaction, the symbolic representation of the chemical reaction using the symbol or formulae of the reactants and products is called chemical equation. So being chemists, we are very much interested in the chemical reactions that takes place when two substances react or when two or more substances interact. So these chemical reactions are represented in the form of symbols and formulae of the reactants and products. The equation thus obtained is called chemical equation. For example, this reaction, hydrogen reacts with oxygen, you will get water. So this reaction can be symbolically represented as, so the above equation, how it can be represented? Above equation can be represented as H2 plus O2 gives H2O. So what is the formula or symbol of hydrogen is H2, symbol of oxygen is O2, and the formula of water is H2O. So this is this is called chemical equation. So this is called chemical equation. What is chemical equation? the symbolic representation of the reactants as well as the products which take part in the chemical reaction is known as chemical equation. Next, we have to write the balanced equation. What is balanced equation? Balanced equation. We have to balance the equation. What is the meaning of this one? So, while balancing the chemical equation, you have to understand that the number of atoms of reactants in the left hand side should be equal to the number of atoms of the elements on the right hand side. Say for example, this is the formula of hydrogen, this is the formula of oxygen, and this is the formula of water. So while writing, you should not alter the formulas. Hydrogen you have to write H2, oxygen you have to write O2, water you have to write H2O. So then balancing, how many atoms of oxygen are here? 2 atoms. Here there is only 1 atom, therefore it should be 2. So now the number of atoms of oxygen in the left hand side is equal to the number of atoms in the right hand side, is it not? Then look at the number of hydrogen atoms. Here 2 into 2, 4 hydrogen atoms are here. Here there is only 2 hydrogen atom, therefore it should be multiplied by 2 to get 4 hydrogen atoms. So now the equation is balanced. So 2H2 plus O2 gives 2H2O. So this is a balanced chemical equation. Balanced chemical equation. So what is a balanced chemical equation? Balanced chemical equation is the chemical equation in which the number of atoms of each element on either side of the equation, this is the left side and this one is the right side, must be equal. So this is the balanced chemical equation. Similarly, example 2, sodium reacts with chlorine forming sodium chloride. So what is this compound is called? Sodium. This one is chlorine and this one is sodium chloride. Sodium chloride. So formula of sodium is Na, formula of chlorine is Cl2, formula of sodium chloride is NaCl. So here how many atoms of chlorine here? Here there are 2 atoms of chlorine, here there is only 1 atom. So to make it 2, we have to multiply with 2. So now the atoms of chlorine is balanced. Now look at the number of atoms of sodium. In sodium, in the right hand side there are 2 atoms. So here there is only 1 atom. It should be multiplied by with 2. Therefore, what is the formula? 2Na plus Cl2 gives 2NaCl, so that the number of atoms of reactants is equal to the number of atoms of products on both the sides. So what is a chemical reaction? The interaction between 2 or more elements or compounds to give a new substance is known as chemical reactions. Chemical reactions are represented symbolically using the symbols and formulae of the reactants and products. That is what is known as chemical equation. Then what is a balanced chemical equation? A balanced chemical equation is a chemical equation in which the number of atoms of each element on either side of the equation must be same. That is the balanced chemical equation. So now to write the formulae of compounds, we have to know. So to write chemical equations, we have to know the formula of the compounds. So to write chemical equations, we need the formula of the compounds formed. To know the formula of the compounds formed, we have to know the formula of the cation and formula of the anions. So I will give you the list of some of the formulae of cations and anions which are generally come across in our studies. So list of So to write the molecular formula of the compounds, we have to know the formula of cations and anions. Then I will tell you how to write the formula of compounds using the formula of cations and anions. So list of formulae of cations. Cations means positive ions, and anions. Anions means negative ions. So the ions carrying positive charges are called cations. The ions carrying negative charges are called anions. Say for example how the ions are formed. Say sodium chloride. When dissolved in water, it splits up into Na plus plus Cl minus. So this is an electrolyte. So you will going to learn in detail what is an electrolyte. Electrolytes are the substances when dissolved in water splits up into two or more electrically charged particles and those substances are called electrolytes. When sodium chloride is dissolved in water, it splits up into positive ion and negative ion. Positively charged particle and negatively charged particle. Positively charged particle is called cation and negatively charged particle is called anion. Why it is called cation and why it is called anion? So when electricity is passed through this solution, when electrodes are dipped and electricity is passed through this solution, what happens? Anions move towards anode. So this one is anode, positively charged electrode, and this one is cathode. So this one is anode and this one is cathode. The ions which move towards anode are called anions. The ions which move towards cathode are called cations. So if they move towards cathode, they carry positive charge. If they move towards anode, they carry negative charge. The ions which move towards anode are called anions. Anions carry negative charge. The ions which move towards cathode carry positive charges and those ions are called cations. So what are cations and what are anions? The ions which carry positive ions are called cations. The ions which carry negative ions are called anions. So I will give you some of the cations and anions which we will come across during our studies. So write down this tabular column, serial number, and then name of the cation, and this one is formulae of the cation and valency of the ion. So first column is serial number, second column is name of the cation, third column is the formulae, and fourth column is valency. So serial number 1, first cation is ammonium. So ammonium, what is the formula of ammonium ion? NH4 plus. So what is the valency? Valency is the number of ions carried by the ion. Number of charges carried by the ion gives valency. So this one is 1. So this is plus 1. Number 2, so it is hydrogen ion. So this one is also plus 1. So for example, HCl, it is called hydrogen chloride. Hydrogen ion, this is chloride ion, it is called hydrogen ion. This one is chloride ion. So H plus, chloride. Third one is F fluoride. Hydrogen ion, hydrogen. Next, third one is lithium. So Li plus, this one is valency 1, lithium. Fourth one, sodium cation, this one is Na plus 1. Fifth one, sodium. Potassium, so this one is K plus, valency is 1, potassium. Sixth one, rubidium. So this one is Rb plus, rubidium Rb plus, valency is 1. Seventh one, cesium, this is Cs plus 1. Eighth one, silver, Ag plus 1, silver. And then ninth one, mercurous, this is called Hg plus 1. Tenth one, mercuric, this is Hg 2 plus, valency is 2. So if you know these ions, cations, symbol of cations or formula of cations, we can easily write the formula of the compounds. Similarly, serial number, name of the cation, formulae, and then valency. So mercuric over, and then this is serial number 11. This is iurous, formula Au plus. So iurium is the chemical name of gold. If it is plus 1 positive charge, it is called iurous, valency is 1. And 11, 12 iuric, AuRic, Auric, it is Au3 plus, this is plus 3. And then 13th, ferrous, the chemical name of iron is ferrous, Fe 2 plus, if it is in plus 2 oxidation state it is ferrous, plus 2. And 14 ferric, Fe 3 plus, plus 3 oxidation state. So ferric. Fifth one, cuprous, Cu plus, here it is plus 1. 16th, cupric, Cu 2 plus, it is plus 2. Next, 17th, stannous, this is Sn2 plus, plus 2. 18th, stannic, Sn4 plus, this one is plus 4 oxidation valency. Barium 16th, 18th, 19th, barium, this is Ba2 plus, oxidation state is plus 2. Barium. Magnesium, Mg2 plus. 21, magnesium, calcium, Ca2 plus, calcium, this is plus 2, this is also plus 2. 23, calcium, strontium, this is Sr2 plus, its valency is also 2. 24, zinc, Zn2 plus, this is plus 2. Mn. 25, manganese, so this is Mn2 plus, this is plus 2. Manganese. So, and then I will continue. And then 25, 26, aluminium, this is Al3 plus, plus 3. 27, boron, B3 plus, plus 3. Boron. 28, chromium, Cr3 plus, plus 3. 29, nitrogen, it can exist as nitrogen 3 plus and also nitrogen 5 plus. 3 and 5 valency, it can exist in both 3 and plus. And then 30, carbon, C4 plus, so valency is, carbon valency is 4. 4. And then manganese is over. Platinum, this is Pt2 plus, valency is 2, like that. So These are the some of the important cations we will come across in our studies. So ammonium, NH4 plus, what is its valency? +1. All cations carry positive charges. The number of positive charges carried by the ion is equal to valency of the ion. So it may be +1, +2, +3, etc. So you have to remember the valencies of the ions which I have given. So some of the cations can exist in variable valencies, namely mercurous Hg plus, mercuric Hg2 plus, iurous, iuric, Au plus 1, Au plus 3, ferrous, ferric, Fe2 plus means ferrous, Fe3 plus means ferric, cuprous, Cu plus, cupric, Cu2 plus. So how these ions will be produced, I will going to tell you later on while studying inorganic chemistries. Stannous, Sn2 plus stannic, barium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, zinc, manganese, all the valencies are +2. So these are the sum of the valencies, sum of the formulae of cations. What are cations? The ions which carry positive charges are called cations. Why they are called cations? During electrolysis they move towards cathode, therefore they are called cations. So now I will give you some of the formulas of some of the formulae of anions. So if you know cation and if you know anion and the charge carried by both cations and anions, we can easily write the formula of the compound formed. So now name of the anion, name of the anion, formulae, valency of the ion, name of the anion, name of the anion, formulae and valencies. So now let us learn one by one in a simple manner. So first one is hydride. Hydride. How this hydride forms? Say for example NaH, this is the compound. Here this one is Na plus, this one is H plus. This is called sodium hydride. So the name of this anion is hydride. What is this formula? H minus. What is its valency? -1. Number 2. So here F fluoride. Fluoride F minus 3. Chloride Cl minus 4. Iodide I minus. I minus. So when positive charges will be produced or occurred on the ion, how negative charges will be occurred on the ion, I will tell you just one example. So sodium. What is the atomic number of sodium? Atomic number of sodium is 11. So in an atom there is nucleus at the center and electrons will revolve around the nucleus. So if you know the atomic number indicates the number of neutrons and also the number of electrons outside the nucleus. So 11 indicates 11 so in nucleus there are protons and neutrons. Atomic number indicates the number of protons. So here P is equal to 11, E is equal to 11. So atomic number indicates the number of protons in the nucleus and also the number of electrons in the outside the nucleus. So coming to writing the electronic configuration, we will discuss in later on. I will tell you simply. You can write like this. So 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. So 2 plus 2, 4, 6, 10, 11. So 11 electrons are distributed in this manner. So 1s2 is first shell, 2s2, 2p6 is second shell, 3s1 is third shell. So when an atom loses the last electron, it acquires one positive charge. So when an electron loses one electron, it acquires one positive charge. If it loses two electrons, it acquires two positive charges. Similarly, if it accepts one electron, it acquires one negative charge, and it acquires two electrons, it acquires two negative charges, like that. So positive charges indicates the number of electrons lost. Negative charges indicates the number of electrons gained. So this little thing just you bear in your mind. So then we will later on discuss later on. So cations are obtained when an atom loses electrons. Anions are obtained when an atom gains an electrons. So the number of charges, either positive charges or negative charges, indicates the number of electrons lost or number of electrons gained by an atom to form an ion. So now iodide. So when hydrogen atom accepts one electron, it becomes H minus. When a fluorine atom accepts one electron, it becomes fluoride, chloride, iodide. So what are the valencies? 1, 1, 1, etc. So similarly, fifth one, cyanide. So it is Cn minus, one charge, positive charge. Sixth one, this one is cyanate, CNO minus, this is cyanate. Seventh one, thiocyanate, CNS minus. So this is also one negative charge, thiocyanate. And then eighth one, chlorate, ClO3 minus. This is one positive charge, chlorate, chloride, ClO2 minus. This one positive, one negative charge. Chlorate, chloride, hypochlorite. This one is hypochlorite. Hypochlorite, ClO minus. So it is also one negative charge. Similarly, 11, iodate. This one is IO3 minus, iodate, iodide, IO2 minus. 13, hypoiodide, that is IO minus. So all these carry one negative charge. hypoiodite, hypoiodite. And then 13, 14, nitrate, Nitrate, NO2 minus, nitrate valency is -1. 15, nitrite, this is NO2. So nitrate is NO3 minus, nitrite is NO2 minus, so its charge is -1. And then 16th, sulfate, SO4 2 minus, so valency is -2. Sulfate, sulfite, sulfite, SO3 2 minus, and HSO4 bisulfite, HSO4 minus, bisulfite. This one is valency 2, this valency is 1, this one is 18th. And then 19th, carbonate, CO3 2 minus, valency is 2. 14th, bicarbonate, HCO3 minus, valency is 1. And then oxide, O2 minus, valency is 2. And then 16, peroxide, so this one is O2 2 minus, so valency is 2. This one is oxide, this one is peroxide, O2 2 minus. 17th, this one is nitride, N3 minus, -3. 18, phosphide, P3 minus, this is all are minus, phosphide 3. 18, 19, sulfide, yes, 2 minus, so this one is 2. And HS minus, 20, bisulfide, this is HS minus, so this one is 1. So for example, sodium nitrate, sodium sulfate, sodium sulfide, sodium bisulfide, sodium carbonate, sodium bicarbonate, sodium oxide, sodium peroxide, sodium nitrite, sodium phosphide, sodium sulfide, sodium bisulfide, etc. All these are all negative ions. I will continue some more ions, negative ions, anions. So if you remember the formula of cations and anions, if you join cations and anions, you will going to get the formula of the compound. So bisulfite, and this one 21st, this is chromate, CrO4 2 minus, so valency is 2. Dichromate, Cr2O7 minus. 2 minus. So this is 2 minus. This is 2 dichromate. 23. This is permanganate. Permanganate. MnO4 minus. This is minus 1. Manganate. 24. Manganate. This one is MnO4 2 minus. So this one is minus 2. And then 24, 25. Aluminate. This is AlO2 minus 1. Zincate. ZnO2 minus. ZnO2 2 minus. So minus 2, 26, 27. Aluminate, zincate, stannate. SnO2 2 minus. So minus 2. Stannate. 27, 28. Thiosulfate. S2O3 2. Borate. B2O3 3 minus. BO3 3 minus. This is minus 3. Phosphate. So this one is PO4 3 minus. This is 3. Phosphate 3. So these are the some of the important formula of cations and anions. So while writing the formula of a compound, you have to remember the formula of cations as well as anions, which I have given here. So then I will tell you some of important notes regarding how to write the formula of a compound. Next, generating the formula of the compound. Say for example, number 1, sodium chloride. So you have to write the symbol of sodium cation and the symbol of sodium chloride anion. So you have to write Na plus Cl minus, sodium chloride. So you have to write the valency of cation. So while writing the anion and cation, this one is anion and this one is cation, you have to mention the valencies. So valency of sodium ion is +1, valency of chloride ion is -1. You have to mention the valencies at the top corner, at the top right corner of the ion. So this is note number 1. So note, while representing the symbol of, while representing the symbol of the ions, comma, the valency should be mentioned at the top corner of the ion. Say for example, if I want to write the formula of sodium chloride, write the formula of cation of sodium and anion of chloride, and then write their respective charges. Sodium carry 1 positive charge, chlorine carry 1 negative charge. So you have to write the valency of sodium ion under the chloride ion. You have to write the valency of chloride ion under sodium ion. Therefore, what is the formula? N1Cl1. N1, this is the valency of chloride ion and this is the valency of chloride ion. So, what is the formula? Right formula, RNaCl. So, when there is 1,1, you need not write 1,1. The formula of sodium chloride is NaCl. Similarly, calcium chloride. What is the formula of calcium ion? Ca2+. Chloride ion is Cl minus 1 plus 1. So you have to write the valency of calcium below chloride ion. You have to write the valency of chloride ion below calcium ion. What is the formula you have to write? C1Cl2. C1Cl2, or it should be written as CaCl2. Third example, aluminium sulfate. What is the formula of aluminium ion? Al3+. Aluminium ion is Al3+, and sulfate is SO4 2-. So you have to write the valency of aluminium ion below sulfate ion. You have to write the valency of sulfate ion below aluminium. So you have to write Al2SO4 thrice. So this is the formula of aluminium sulfate. So you have to write 1 here, you have to write 1, you have to write 2, you have to write 2, you have to write 3. So Al2SO4 thrice. So similarly, fourth one, magnesium oxide. So Mg 2 plus oxide is 2-. So here you have to write 2, here you have to write 2. So what should be the formula? Mg2O2, or you have to write simply MgO. So like that we can generate the formula of compound, provided if you know the formula of cation, formula of anion, valency of cation under the anion, valency of anion under cation, so that the compound becomes electrically neutral. While writing the formula of the compound, you need not write the valency because compounds are neutral. The number of positive charges becomes equal to the number of negative charges. So 3 plus into 2 becomes 6 plus, 2 minus into 3 becomes 6 minus. So totally the valency of positive, the number of positive charges becomes equal to number of negative charges. So this is note number 1. While representing the symbol of the ion, the valency should be mentioned at the top corner of the ion. Number 2, while writing the formula of the compound. So this is the compounds. These are the compounds. So charges or valencies should not be mentioned. Should not be mentioned because compounds are electrically neutral. What is the meaning of electrically neutral? The number of positive charges is equal to the number of negative charges. And third one, so according to IUPAC system, you have to write the cations first and then you have to write the anions. According to IUPAC system, cations should be written first and anions should be written later on. So cation should be written to the left and anion should be written to the right side. So these are all the important rules you have to follow while writing the formula of the compound. So today what we have learned, what is chemical reactions, interaction between two or more substances to give a new substance is known as chemical reaction. The substance which take part in the reaction are called reactants. The substance which are formed during the reaction are called products. So this chemical reaction can be indicated by writing the symbols and formulas of the elements or the ions participated in the reaction. That symbolic representation of chemical reaction is known as chemical equations. So after writing the chemical equations, you have to balance the number of atoms of each element on either side of the reaction. So the ultimate equation obtained is called balanced chemical equation. And then coming to how to write the chemical formula of compounds. So if you know the formula of cations and formula of anions, then you can easily write the formula of the compounds. Remember, don't forget the valency of the cations and valency of the anions, which are most important. While writing the cations, you have to mention the valency of cations. While writing anions, you have to mention the valency of anions. Cations carry positive charges, anions carry negative charges. Cation should be written first and then anion should be written afterwards or to the right side. So while writing the formula of the compounds, the valencies of cations should be written on the
lower side of anions, and the valency of anion should be written on the lower side of cations, so that the number of positive charges becomes equal to number of negative charges. So the chemical formula of a compound should not contain any charges because it is electrically neutral. So these things bear in your mind while writing formulas. Thank you.